Good afternoon and welcome to Brazos Fiber Works. Today is episode 35 and today we have a little something different. We will have our normal talking about knitting projects, but today we're gonna throw in a little spinning. I am going to go over all of my spinning wheels and how I am going to prepare for Spin Together that starts on the 22nd. So here are my different spinning wheels, my bobbins, all of the bobbins that I need to empty. Here is my Ashford Kiwi. This was my very first spinning wheel. And here is my Schacht Sidekick. So I do have a couple of spindles that I am missing. I have looked today everywhere I could think of. Obviously I hid them in a really good spot because I can't find them, but I think I have pictures that I will end up putting up here. But if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on that button today and coming along with us. I hope you do enjoy it. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. You guys know you mean the world to me. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you would like to help donate to this channel, there is a Ko-Fi link below. But where can you find me? You can find me on Instagram at Brazos Fiber Works. I have a Facebook page. It's called Brazos Fiber Works. I am jnbcrafty on Ravelry. And we also do have a Ravelry group that is Brazos Fiber Works, where we have make-alongs all year round, all month, different months. And yeah, if you would like to come in and find some more fiber friends, we would love to have you. You can visit my website where I have hand-dyed yarn, project bags, notions, all that good stuff. It's brazosfiberworks.com. If you need to get a hold of me, my email is jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. But let's get into today's video. All right, so like I said at the beginning, today is going to be a little bit different. We're gonna go over finished objects, works in progress, but we're also gonna go over getting ready for my Spin Together. So I've never done an episode where I've gone over all my spinning wheels, my spindles, all of that. And so I thought this would be perfect time to get into that since Spin Together starts on the 22nd. So in order to get ready for Spin Together, I also need to go through my bobbins, empty my bobbins so they're all empty and ready to be spun on. Now, honestly, I haven't spun for about a year since the last Spin Together. And so I wasn't really sure, I couldn't really remember what I had left on my bobbins. So today we're gonna go through all of that. I will start off with my regular episode with the finished objects and my works in progress, but then we are gonna get into all of the spinning stuff. So if that sounds like it's something great, you wanna stick around and see, then please come along with us today. All right, so first we're gonna talk about finished objects. So my first finished object is also a project that was a current on the whips. So while it may look like I started another project, I didn't. It was very small to begin with. So last year in 2024 in January, when we went up to visit our daughter in Missouri, we stopped by a yarn shop. And on the way home last year, I actually started knitting on this pair of socks. But I only got probably 6 rows in, and then since then I hadn't done anything. So it is sitting in this Homespun House Knitted Unicorns bag, and the yarn that I got was from Storyteller Stitchery. The colorway is called Neverland. It is on her 80% BFL, 20% nylon. And here it is. So it was a sock set. So it's on, this was the main skein. So this is Neverland. It had this mini with it. And then it also had this many. So I think my original intentions were to knit a full length sock, but when I had started watching some of Summer Lee's sock YouTube videos, and I noticed like in some of her cuffs she played with a little bit of color, and I said, you know what, I think that's what I'm going to do with this pair. I'm going to play with the two colors in the cuff and then knit the rest of the sock. So I decided to go the shorties route in this one. So here they are. I think they are fun. So I did a 64 stitch cast on, and normally I do it on a size 1 Chalgu red lace needles, but when I bought this yarn, I also bought some new needles, and the needles I had started with were a size 0. So I just kept with that, and it's a 64 stitch cast on. I did 20 rows in the cuff, so I did a 1 by 1 rib, and there is 10 rows of each of those colors. And then I did the rest in that Neverland colorway. So I finished them this morning, and I think they're super cute. And this goes into my whips for this year's project for our Ravelry group, because this is a pair that I already had on the needles. It was an old whip, and I finished it. So I got my first finished old whip of last year done. So I'm super excited. I think I'm gonna give these to a friend at work. And yeah, I believe from the heel till when I started decreasing was 7 inches. And then I did the toe decreases. But yes, loving, loving, loving those. So that is my only finished object for this week. So let's talk about works in progress. I don't have a whole lot of works in progress this week. I worked on these socks. I really wanted to get those done. I knitted on some other ones here and there during the last week. So I will show you those, but there is not a whole lot this week. All right, so my first work in progress that I worked on this week, and I officially got all of the 24 minis from my Brazos Fiber Works Advent done. And so here is my 24 colors from my Grinch Advent put into my Sweet Shop blanket, and the Sweet Shop blanket pattern is by Penrose. And this was my final color I needed to add in. So this was day 24. So now I'm going to start putting all of those 24 back into here, and so I can finish off this blanket. But you guys, it is you can mostly see it in the screen. Like, I love this. And so I'm gonna start this week adding in those second round of colors so I can finish this hopefully pretty soon. So that is my first work in progress. My second one, if you guys have been following along, you know that I am working on the Stunning Studios Mystery Knit Along for 2025. The shawl pattern for week 8 dropped last Friday. So we are finally on week 8, and then after that we will, once we finished the last piece of that shawl pattern, we will go on to the wet blocking. So the next pattern, the next shawl drop for the year won't start until April 1st. So we have enough time from now to then to kind of finalize everything, get it all wet, blocked, and looking beautiful, take pictures before the next one comes. So let me show you what it looks like so far. So this is where we started, up here. So this is what the shawl looked like last week for the most part. So week 8, we are getting the bottom part of the shawl and kind of like the bind off. So where we were going across all of the weeks, we are actually knitting the shawl from where it is on the needles down. So we're going down, up. And you guys, I believe it is turning out so pretty. It's hard because it's kind of curling. But if you can see that, we're attaching it. So here is the top where we're attaching it to the other part, and then we're knitting this pattern. And so we have to go all the way across. Now this one takes a lot more time to go all the way across all these stitches. So definitely not gonna get done by Friday, but I have till April 1st to get it done, wet and blocked. So I'm not gonna like put this aside, not work on it. I'm literally working on it every day, a little bit at a time. So here's where we started. I have this much done, and then I just have to go all the way across till here. So it's coming along. I love it. I love the way it's turning out. It's so pretty. I got to pick my yarn color choices for the next shawl. It's going to be a 2-colored. So I got that done. So I should be getting that kit sometime in March, so that it is ready to cast on April 1st. But with the shawls, next shawl still not starting for a month, we still are continuing our read along with the Cleopatra Fox Mysteries by CJ Archer. So next month will be the Murder in the Drawing Room book. So I can't wait for that to come out, or that to start. And then also the next, in March, we'll also have that next pattern drop for the 3rd part of our London Fog shawl. So lots of exciting things to come with that in the next month. But that is all of the whips that I have been working on the last week since I recorded my last episode. But at least I got one whip done. That really excites me. One off my needles. I think there's another one that I have officially decided to frog this week, so that will get rid of another one, and I want to put that yarn into something else. So I will probably share about that once I get that on the needles and start that. But let's talk finally about today's spinning part of the video. So I want to share with you all the different spinning wheels that I have. So the first one I'm going to show you today is one that I bought at the DFW Fiber Fest. This one I haven't really used a whole lot. It's a lot different from the other ones. So this is my supported spindle, and basically like supported, let me get this off. This is all cotton. So this is going to be why it's a little bit different. This is a supported spindle, and what that means is it literally sits in something to be supported and spun. So this is a little cup. This goes in here, and it's for cotton. So it spins at a higher frequency to spin the fiber tighter, because the staple length in cotton, which the staple length just means basically how long the fiber is in its natural state. So cotton is really short. So to make a cotton yarn, you have to spin the fibers at a higher twist, so that way they catch all of those fibers together and can make yarn or thread, depending on whichever one you're making. So that is what this is. It's tiny, but it is mighty in spinning. I love it. I love learning new things, and I wanted to learn how to spin with cotton. So I have this. I think this is probably the second one I did. I haven't done anything with the singles. I have a lot here to work with. It came in a kit. And I really want to get back into spinning that just so I have more experience with that. And one day I would like to start spinning cotton on my spinning wheel, but for that I will need a higher ratio, which just means it spins a whole lot faster so it can hold those shorter fibers together. I may not be explaining that very well, and I do apologize. I am not any expert in spinning. I love spinning and I've been to classes, but I am no expert. So take what I say with a grain of salt also, but it is a craft that I love. So yes, this is my cotton supported spindle. I probably won't be using this to spin in the spin together, but I don't know, I might just decide, hey, when I'm working on one, let's do something different. So I might. So I do definitely think I will take this off just in case I am wanting to start spinning on this during spin together. All right, my second supported spindle is this one, and it is just a regular one. It is smaller, so it will have a faster spin than like one that was bigger. But this is the bowl. It is wood. And here is this spindle. This spindle, I don't even remember. I could have bought it at DFW Fiber Press. I really don't remember. I want to say I might have bought it online. It was years ago. And I started spinning this alpaca fiber. So I won't use this one during spin together, but I just wanted to share this one with you. But yeah, someday I will pick this one back up. The next spindle I have is this Turkish spindle. And gosh, the company, I don't remember the other two companies that I bought this other stuff from. I don't have anything, but this was Turtle Made. They had a store on Etsy. It's probably still there. I haven't looked for a while on there, but this is a Turkish spindle. It's a supported spindle, so which means that you're holding the fiber up here and you're spinning it, and this is just, it's way down, so the support is up here. And again, if I'm explaining that wrong, I'm sorry. But this is how I know how to explain it. But yeah, so this one, I love these also. And then two, with these, you just kind of have to spin your fiber down here and you just keep building. And then on here, you're going to wrap it around, and then you can remove these once you're done. And then you have like a little ball. So you don't have to spin it off of here and spin it onto either a different spindle or a bobbin or anything like that. So yes, this is my Turkish spindle. It's the only Turkish one that I do have. I do also have two other spindles. I cannot find them. I guess I hid them really well because I honestly don't know where they are. I've looked today and I couldn't find them, so I know they're in the house somewhere. I just don't know where. But the one was my first ever spindle. I believe I got that and some fiber in a little kit off of somewhere on Etsy years and years ago. And so that's where I first started to learn how to spin, was on the spindle. And then I think a couple years ago, I got a supported spindle from Alan Berry. He carves spindles and all kinds of other things. Love his work. But I had a supported spindle made for me, and it had dolphins and sunflowers. And if I have a picture, I will put it here. I absolutely love that one. I know it's in the box it came in somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But that one, I definitely, especially if I can't find it, I definitely won't be using it and spin together. But that is another spindle that I have. Other than that, those are all the spindles I have. So let's talk about spinning wheels. So I have 2 electric spinning wheels and 2 pedal spinning wheels. Because my electric ones are right here in front of me, I'm gonna share those first. So this is my eel spinning wheel. It's the mini one by Dreaming Robots. I bought this one years ago. Has to be at least 5 to 6 years ago, I believe. But I bought this one. I thought it would travel good, work great. I got it just because it was portable, and that way if I went to join friends to spin together, I could take this easily, use a battery pack, just like take it in like my project bag. It was easy. When I first bought it, the motor I had in it, it didn't last but 5 minutes. It started getting really hot, and finally figured out that I needed a replacement motor for it. Once I got the replacement motor, it works great, fine. I haven't spun a whole lot on it, only because it only holds a little bit of fiber. And usually when I'm doing my projects, I'm spinning like a whole bat, or I'm dividing it and plying it together on bigger bobbins. So I honestly haven't used this one a whole lot. It came with, I believe, like 7 or 8 bobbins, but I am going to use this. I'm going to use this with smaller fiber bits that I have. Just do like little mini skeins with it. But yes, I definitely do want to keep it because I do have plans to use it. It was just for the longest time I had the old motor, and I don't believe I got the new motor until like a couple years ago, and really started using it more. So let me show you the bobbins that I still have to clear off that I spun with it. So this one was just a little fiber bat that I made at the DFW Fiber Fest. It wasn't a whole lot of fiber, but I spun it into, I think I spun it into 2 singles. I spun it into 2 singles, and then created just this beautiful, fluffy, kind of artsy yarn. So that is one. So it's done. I just need to take it off of here, wind it in a skein. I have this one that I started from a whole 4-ounce bat. It was pretty much when I got this thing, actually backed into working order a couple years ago, and I started spinning on it. So I believe I still have the fiber bat for this. I just need to get it back out, spin it onto 2 separate bobbins, and that way I have 3 bobbins and I can do a 3-ply, because I do believe I did divide it up. So this one won't get emptied before spin together, because I have like 6 more bobbins. So I won't need to clear this one off, but that is that one. And then this one, I put some fiber together and made roll-lags, and I was just playing with this one. So it's just like red, white, and pinky red colors, and I spun that one up. So this one I'm not really gonna do anything with, so I'll probably empty it and just get rid of the fiber, or keep it, probably put it in my jar for stuffing other projects. That is it for my eel spinning wheel. So my second electric spinning wheel is my Ashford E3 spinner. And I absolutely love this. So I did get the woolly winder for this one. Actually, my husband bought this for me for my birthday, and he got me the woolly winder, I think, for Christmas the following year. I still do have the original bobbins and everything for this, but I love the woolly winder. I don't have to like keep moving it. It's just easier for me. I spin a lot faster, and I do absolutely love this. It has a pedal. If you've seen e-spinners before, but I do love this one. And it did take, so like I said, I started off with my spindles, and then I went to my spinning wheels. And so this definitely electric e-spinner, if this isn't where you started first, if you started off spinning with a treadle, it does take a little time to get used to it because it's a constant. You can't, like, yes, you can push the pedal and stop it. You can't like slow it down like you do normally treadling. But if you started with this style, you'll definitely be comfortable with the bigger style. And I do think I'm going to spend a lot of time with this, spinning on it for Spin Together, because it's something easy I can just put on a little table in front of me on the couch. I don't have to have a certain chair to spin with like my treadles. And I can spin on this while watching TV with my husband, and it doesn't take up very much room. So I will definitely be using this one. E-spinning wheel, I do have this bobbin and this bobbin that I do have to clean off. This one is already, this one I'm just going to apply back on itself and just make a little mini skein. This one was a couple bats from an Advent fiber I got a couple years ago. It was like a recycled charcoal fiber, and I spun that, so I'll probably spin that back on itself, put that into a skein, and finish that one also. All right, so when we start talking about spinning wheels, let me show you. So this was my first spinning wheel. This is my Ashford Kiwi. It was one that I found on Marketplace on Facebook. Somebody was cleaning out family's storage unit and had a couple of spinning wheels, and they needed to get rid of them. And so I bought this for super cheap, and for the most part, there was a lot of stuff that came with it. I don't think they really knew what was part of it, what was part of other ones. And so it already had the woolly winder with it. So I have bought extra bobbins. I bought extra whirls. The only thing I had to do was replace this piece. I ordered this part from Ashford. The old one, that's why it's a different color. It's still in its natural state. I didn't paint it black to match the rest. Right here was all bashed in from, I think, the shipment. And so I had to get a new one. But I absolutely love this. And I will probably never get rid of this one. It was my first one. It's the one that I feel most comfortable spinning on. And I absolutely love it. I have a bunch of spindles. So I already have 3 empty bobbins for that one, or actually 2, sorry, this one's to the e-spinner. I have 2 empty bobbins, and then I think I have 5 altogether. Oh, there's 2 on the spinning wheel that are empty, and then this is the only one that I have to clear off. This is from a bat I think I got in one of my Paradise Fibers fiber clubs years ago. And I had spun this. I had spun the whole bat up, and I wanted to ply it with something else. I just never figured out what I wanted to ply it with. So I think I'm just gonna ply it back on its own and do a 3-ply and take it off of the bobbin. So that is it for that spinning wheel. And I know a lot of people have names for their spinning wheels. I just haven't come up with anything, I think, that just fits them. Or I don't know. I just, like, nothing has come to me and been like, this is what I'm going to name it. So they don't have names. So I'm sorry for that. My last spinning wheel is my Schacht Sidekick. So this is also a traveling spinning wheel. So these come off, both of the foot pedals flip up. It has a bag that it goes with, and so you can take it with you traveling or to go spin with fiber friends, all of that. So I absolutely love this one. So this one, I still have the original flyer. I actually don't mind this one. I really love this one. I love spinning on it. It's almost my favorite, but the Ashford Kiwi is still my favorite, but this is just getting there. I do absolutely love spinning on this. I think I have like 5 or 6 bobbins for this one. Those are all clear, so this one's completely ready to go for when Spin Together gets here. But yeah, I absolutely love this wheel. It was kind of the wheel that I always wanted from the get-go. It's just when the Ashford Kiwi came up on Marketplace and that was available, I mean, I think I paid like $150 for it. It was an awesome deal. Absolutely love it. But the Sidekick was the one I always did want. I do absolutely love that. And hopefully one day when I get my she shed or building out back to put all of my business stuff and all of my spinning wheels in, I will actually have room to just sit down and spin on whichever one I want to. I feel like I will have have more freedom to do that. Right now they're just stored in my daughter's room because I don't have a lot of room in the house for them. Every time I get them out to spin, I have to put them away. And so hopefully one day when I do get that building out back, it will be easier to spin on, and I will be able to show you more of the spinning in this channel. That is all of it for my spinning wheels, my spindles, all of my bobbins. So I do have, what, 5 bobbins I need to clear off. But like you saw, I do have a lot of empty bobbins. So, and I'm not planning on filling all those in the slightest during Spin Together. Like I talked last week, I do have those couple braids that I got from Malabrigo that I do want to spin. That way I'm spinning with a purpose and spinning for something, hopefully a garment. And yeah, so that Spin Together starts on the 22nd. And so next week I will definitely share with you my progress. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see my progress there also. But yeah, that's it for the spinning portion of this. So now we're gonna get into showing the Valentine boxes I got last week. So one was from my own business, Brazos Fiber Works. I did a Valentine's box with 10 20-gram minis. You had your choice of just my platinum base or my sparkle base. Both are superwash merino nylon. Of course, the sparkle has the stellina in it. But let me show you that box. So here was the box. Now I'm going to show you the sparkle base one because that's the one I kept. I do have the 10 20-gram minis that I'm going to put in a set this week, put them on my website, so you still can order the minis if you like them. I just don't have the whole box anymore. So this was it. It came with a lot of goodies. The only thing I don't have in here, there was a small package that had a whole bunch of like heart cookies. They were super cute, but I don't have any more of those to show you. But so you open it up, here was the little tag. Either you could use to give to somebody or you could use for your scrapbooking, your journaling, whatever. I'm gonna show you the goodies, so I'm gonna put the box down. So it came with this little, I had a whole bunch of different ones of these. They're just little notepads lined with lined paper. There was the Simply Serving stitch marker that I had Lindsay of Simply Serving and make for my Valentine's boxes. So absolutely love them. She does such an amazing job. There was this little heart, and what it is you take this, you plant it in like a pot or dirt. It has flower seeds, wild flower seeds in it, and it grows flowers. So I thought that was super cute. All right, then you got this little vial, like glass vial of hibiscus tea. so you could have yourself a hot cup of tea, and it came with this to put your tea in so that you could brew yourself a hot cup of tea. It had these handmade lip balms, and this was the coffee shop. You got yourself a little sticker. All of them were different. It came with some little snips. It had little kisses in it. Another little heart stitch marker. And then, guys, there was the yarn. So let me try to pull back all this paper so you can see, but here were the yarn colors. I absolutely had so much fun doing these. I love them. I haven't decided what I want to make with them. I don't know if I want to use these along with my ones I had last year, put them all in a project, or if I just want to do this in a project. I'm thinking maybe a hat. I don't know. I want to do something apparel wise with it, but I love this. So this was on my sparkle base. I think I have one left over on the sparkle base set, and then I have 2 or 3 on my platinum base. So yes, so cute. Love, love, love. I hope all you who got one enjoyed and loved theirs as well. And then let me show you the Valentine's box that I got from Chelsea Yarn. So here's my box I got from Chelsea Yarns. Now it is missing one item. It did have a pink sugar cookie in it that I gave to my son. So that is not in here, but it had these gummies. It has all these tea bags. The sweet little cute card. She makes the cutest cards. And then a candle that her husband, Red Bank Mike, made. And it smells so good, so cute, with all the little like flecks of little glitter. And this one's called Be Mine. And then here is all the yarn. So I believe hers was 10 gram minis. Let's see. Yes. So here are hers. And I got that on the glitter base also. And I still have her Valentine's box from last year. So I think I'm going to put both of those into something also. So yeah, I'm not sure yet what. I want to put it into something that I know I'm going to enjoy, not just something to put it in. So yeah, those are my 2 Valentine's boxes. Other than that, that's pretty much it for acquisitions. Life news? Let's see. Like I told you last week, I have inventory coming up in the next few weeks. So there's a lot going on there. Diet-wise, I pretty much stuck to my diet. My only issue is I need to drink more water. I think because it's so cold lately, I've tended to drink more coffee instead of more water. So I think that is not making me lose as much as fast. So I think by next week, as long as I can get that water down, I will see a big jump again. I haven't started going to the gym. I need to start doing that also. I need to remember to put those clothes into my bag. This weekend, my husband and I are going camping. We're just going to get away for the weekend. It's only like, I think an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away, but just somewhere different. Be fun to get out into nature. Yes, it is going to be freezing. I know. I think this morning, it was literally 10 degrees. So I feel like it's the coldest it's been here so far this winter. And there's still snow flurries. So not like dumping of snow, it's just snow flurries enough to just not even collect. There's nothing even collecting on the ground, but it's just been snow flurries. So it's supposed to be cold. So this weekend, originally, I think Friday was supposed to be like down, the low part was 17 degrees. Now it shows, I think the low is like 24. I think the high is in like the high 30s, low 40s. So it's definitely gonna be cold. But so far we're still planning on going to get away. And yeah, we're just gonna go enjoy getting out and just, yeah, relaxing. I'm sure I'll get some knitting done. So I'll probably post those on my Instagram. I'm gonna try to post those on my Facebook also. I don't know, other than that, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna work on my Sweet Shop blanket. I need to pull up my rose cardi that I started before Christmas. I need to take back that top section and the last panel that I did and redo that, fix it, and then that way I can start on the next 2 panels. I really want to get that done, get that off my needles. The Dartmoor sweater that I'm wanting to make, I need to get the yarn for that so I can start making that, because I know that will be a quick knit up. I just need to figure out which yarn I want to use for that. I need to get working on that temperature blanket because I really wanted to finish that by the end of this month. So that is still my plan. I know today's the 19th. I have like, what, 9 more days. So I really think if I started getting at least 3 rows a day done, I'll finish December and that will be done. So I really want to focus on that also. So yeah, I have a busy week ahead of me, but it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the spinning portion of it. And if you guys have any questions, or if you're joining Spin Together and you're on a different team or whatever, but I'd like to share what you're going to be working on, spinning on, please comment down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and join me back here next Thursday for another episode. I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend. I hope you guys are staying warm wherever you are, and I will see you next week.